Hey everyone, welcome back. This is the video for practice 1 for April 13th through April 15th. All right, let's get right to it. Number 1, we have AB drawn and it has been dilated by a scale factor of 5/2, centered at point P. And the result is A prime, B prime. So it's asking which of these statements is always going to be true. Well, let's just go right through them one by one. So number 1 says PA, which is right here. So this distance here is congruent to A prime. Well, we know this is not true because the only time that this distance right here, if you're dilating something, is going to be the same from this, is going to be the same as this distance right here if the scale factor is 2. Because what that literally means is you copy and paste this distance after that, and that's where A prime would go, would be about right there or something like that. So the only time that this statement is true is if there's a scale factor of 2. So that one's out. All right, what about number 2? We have AB and A prime B prime are parallel to each other. Well, we know that is true because dilation preserves parallelism. So that's the winner so far. Let's just check the other ones just to be safe. Number 3 says AB is equal to A prime B prime. Well, that's not true. Well, first we can just look at it. Does AB look like the same distance as A prime B prime? No, but we can't always look at, we can't just rely on it. Well, it looks like it's not, so it must not be. But we also know that dilation does not preserve length because it's getting bigger after all, or smaller. So that one's gone as well. And choice 4 says if you multiply AB or A prime B prime by 5/2, we get AB. Well, that would be saying that these two lines would have to be flip-flopped with each other. That would mean that A prime B prime would be here, and the result or the image would be AB. So that's the exact opposite of what we have here. So that one's gone. So it is choice 2, like we thought. All right. So now let's go down here to number 2. Well, we got to keep scrolling. There we go. All right, we have line segment AB whose endpoints are 4, -2, and 16, 14. Well, that's the image of AB after a dilation of 1/2, centered at the origin. What is the length of AB? Well, to find this, well, first thing we're going to have to utilize is the distance formula. So let's just write that down for ourselves. Distance equals the big square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Extend that. Okay, so we're gonna have to find the distance because it's looking for the length of something. But first, we need to find the endpoints of AB. So we go back to the question. The line segment A prime B prime has these endpoints. That this is the image of AB after a dilation. So they give us, let's go back up here because this is a good visual. So basically what they're saying is they're giving us these endpoints up here in the image, and they want to know what's the original line that we dilated to get A prime, B prime. All right, so that's what they're asking for. So basically, we instead of multiplying by a half, we have to divide by a half to get our endpoints. So we just take 4 divided by a half, which is the same thing as multiplying by 2. So that's going to give us 8. Do the same thing with the -2 divided by 1/2. That's the same thing as multiplying by 2. So that's going to give us -4. It's one of our endpoints. And then our other endpoint is we're going to do the same thing to the 16 and the 14. So 16 times 2, well, that's 32. 14 times 2, that's 28. Okay, so now all we're going to do is use the distance formula to find what these are. So this is going to be A, and this is B. So now we just plug into our distance formula. So distance is going to be equal to, we got 32 minus 8 squared plus 28. That's going to be plus 4 because it's subtracting a negative. So 28 plus 4 squared. Put that all into our calculator. What are we going to get? We get 32 minus 8. That's 24. And then we square that. And we get 576. 576 plus 28 plus 4 is 32 squared. That's 1024. So now we take the square root of 1024 plus 576, and we get 1600. And then if we take the square root of that, we get 40. So that's our answer right there. The length of AB is 40. All right. Last but not least, number 3. So here we're going to go back to some slope things just to get you ready for the upcoming lessons ahead. So we're just going to take a nice little stroll down memory lane for slope. What's the slope of this line? Well, we can just do it by graphing it, right? So our slope, if you remember, which is m, is equal to the rise over the run. And we always run to the right. Always run to the right. We can rise and fall if we need to. So for this one, we're just going to count. So I'm going to do the rise first. So starting from A to B, what did I go up? I went up 1, 2, 3. So let's write that in there. So it's 3. And then how far did I run? I'm right here now. I ran 1, 2, 3, 4. I ran 4. So my slope is 3/4. All right, that concludes this video. I hope this helped. As always, stay safe and be healthy. See you next time, guys. Bye.